I tricked my mind into achieving a top 1% physique, and this is how. 5 years ago, I was skinny. 3 years ago, I was overweight. And today, I walk around at about 10 to 12% body fat with zero effort. And I am not more disciplined than you. In fact, I'm probably lazier. I simply understand how behavior works. So let me explain. Your brain has a picture of who you are. This is known as your identity. In psychology, we'd call this your self-concept. Your brain has one job, and it's simply to keep everything as closely in line with that image of yourself as possible. And it uses a mechanism called your RAS. This is your reticular activating system. And this part of your brain filters everything. It's filtering your decisions, your cravings, your subconscious behaviors. Everything is going through this lens in which your identity is created. So instead of trying to force new behaviors, I just changed the image. I needed to establish in detail the type of person who had that physique and how they were. Once I understood that, I put it down on paper. I would then read that every single day. And I would act from that version of myself as often as possible. Even though my identity wasn't in alignment with that yet, I faked it till I made it. One thing you need to realize is that your brain can't perceive your imagination versus your reality in front of it, right? Once you repeat this enough and you become so familiar with this version of yourself which you're looking to create, your RAS, your reticular activating system, is going to start to find new evidence for that new self. And then everything subconsciously changes. Your cravings, your natural behaviors, your attitudes, your thoughts. And that's because your body is now following a new identity and it has no choice but to work in alignment with that. This is why macros, training programs, supplementation, it's all a fucking waste of time. You need to understand who you are and who you have to be the person on the other side with the thing in which it is that you're looking to attain. And think like that person. How do they think about training? How do they think about food? How do they think about recovery? How is it that that person thinks, and how can you embed that into your day and the way in which you act? Write about it, read about it every morning, and just act from that place. I promise you it will change your life so quickly. Top 1% physique that I have is not because I built that, it's because I built the top 1% identity that was in alignment with that. This was just a physical manifestation of it.